So I tried this religious method not long ago. Deliverance, after or cutting the twin flame BS. I tried to deliver myself against the spirit spouse, demon. I was like, how about I try this? So there's this the Christian Deliverance. So it was about 1 hour. I tried it. Nothing happened. Nothing manifested. Seems like I'm pretty okay. I tried doing it because I was having some pretty weird dreams, Then I tried the Islamic method, Ruqya or whatever, to deliver from jinn lover. So I tried that one. It's about 1.5 hour. And same thing. Nothing happened. So I was doing all of this just to test myself, because sometimes you don't know, maybe it's there, maybe it's not, but I think it's not there anymore, it's gone. Okay, so the Christian part, I learned why I want to work on people, because it is for the bread of children. So I found out there's a verse in the Bible. So in order for the deliverance to work, first things first, you must have faith, and you have to be a Christian. Then it will work, I guess, but only if you're one of the bread of the children. But I also learned that if you do this and you're not a Christian or you're not a believer, okay, the demons will be casted out, but it can come back again 7 times stronger or something. And it's like, wow, oh my God. So I stopped. I completely stopped. But for Islam Ruqya, actually anybody can go for it. Can be done on anyone, which is I don't know. It's not the same as their Christian way of doing it. Like I've seen these Muslim sheikhs or clerics. They would perform ruqya on Muslim people. So what the hell? And somehow would work on them, but the Christian one is different. I don't know. So the Christian method is only for the Christians, but the Islamic one is for everybody. Yeah, I think it's all gone and nothing happened, so I'm fine. I could have been saved early on without going through all of the BS that I went through. The spiritual attack, the twin flame stuff. I could have been saved, because I remember those Christians, they talk about confusion is not of God but of the devil. They always keep saying this. And I remember when I was brainwashed by the cult at the time, and then I met this demonic dude online, right? I sense red flags very early on before it happens. I couldn't believe this myself, but my intuition was so sharp at the time. And those Christians, they will talk about confusion. So when I experienced confusion for the first time, that thing came up to me over and over. I'm experiencing confusion right now, which is not a good sign. It means that something is not right. The cult, the guy, they're not right. But their teachings came up in my mind. God damn it. And I didn't follow through. If I did, I would have been saved from just one teaching. I could have been saved. It is actually from a verse in the Bible, in the Corinthians. I can't read, I'm sorry. You can look it up yourself. But that verse resonated with me so much because I went through confusion. And it was the early sign of me about to get spiritually attacked or already spiritually attacked. The first sign is confusion. But it's true, because why did I experience confusion all the time? So it just resonates with me. Everything was demonic. The calls, the guy, everything, my experience, completely demonic. So it's true. Oh. But yeah, if I follow through, if I just listen to my intuition, or even the teaching, from the Christian, whatever, then I believe this whole thing wouldn't have happened, I think. Or I think it wouldn't be so intense. Maybe it would be difficult somehow, but maybe the whole journey wouldn't have continued to the point where it becomes so intense for me. That's how I think. But I'm here now and I'm fine. Like, holy crap. Because from the twin flame cult, it talks about dark night of the soul that you'll experience after the separation, which is actually not what you think it is. It is actually a spiritual attack. I was so scared. I was so terrified that I'm gonna lose my shit, because I remember I lost my finances. Okay, that was terrible. And I was thinking, what next am I gonna lose? Oh my god, how terrifying that was. I was terrified of the unknown. I didn't know what's gonna happen to me, but I was scared and I was in tears. And now I'm not the same person anymore. That was the old me. I feel like I got my old self back before the spiritual attack, but at the same time different. Like I'm a lot wiser now than before. Right now I'm just like, I'm all that I got. Just be present with myself, and whatever happens, I leave it to God. That's how I am literally right now. That I'm living in the matrix, so fuck it. I am exiting right now. And all that matters is that I met my destiny, or will meet my destiny. Yes. Like, for example, how I did cord cutting for the first time. That was 2 years ago, I think. Yo, it was crazy. Everything started to manifest in reality. Like, I started to manifest good things in my life all of a sudden, while I was getting out of spiritual attack slowly, right? I started having more money, attracting money in my back. I started traveling, shifting to different locations, meeting new people, making friends, blah blah blah, even dating. Yeah, this is what I mean by destiny. Your star that belongs to you. So that shit cannot be taken away, because some divine force, God, the real God, of course, has set this up for you, and is there, or that will be there, regardless of the spiritual attack, interference, dark forces. You have a destiny, and it's already there, that it can't be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. If you look into the Akashic realm, your soul library, if you look at your destiny, it's already written there, so you'll manifest if it's written by God. And for this reason, that's how I know that everything will be okay, and that my life is fine, that I'm alright, pretty much.